Good
Good
morning, Sapulpa.
morning.
Hey, we did it. Fist bump on that. Awesome. Good job, guys.
Oh,
How'd
that's
your
good.
Wednesday going, Lucy?
It's good. It's been calm and quiet. The office is a little quiet today, so it was nice.
People out of town or what?
Hmm.
Awesome. It's always nice. I have a generally a pretty quiet office anyway,
Yeah.
unless Charles is speaking.
No, it's pretty quiet. We had a couple people take off this week, and we got a couple people taking off next week just to prepare for back to school and stuff. And
Yep.
so it was pretty quiet. I wouldn't say I'm getting a lot of work done though.
You're not.
No.
I mean, it's that summertime, end of summer, start of school kind of
Yeah.
downswing that we're in right now, I think, right before everybody kind of preps to get ready for the busy.
I know.
Yeah.
And I feel like the last 3 weeks have been extremely busy
Hmm.
and it's not going to slow down. And so it's just a lot.
Yeah, it is a lot. Yeah, it's a lot. We've got a lot to talk about today. So so first of all, I want to ask anybody who wants to, we can do kind of a Q and A as part of the show. So if you've got questions and stuff you want to ask myself or Lucy or see if we can find out about, be sure to put that in the chat. I didn't put this in the note, but I guess we'll start with this. So Lucy, how about that dumpster fire that happened on
Yes.
Monday?
So on Monday I came and I was like, "Oh my gosh, there's a dumpster on fire." It was not. It was not
Right.
a dumpster fire.
It was not a dumpster
Um
fire.
and actually like when I left here, I got a notification that like my internet or yeah, my internet and my Alexa were like turning on and off. And so I immediately just called Mike with OG&E and I was like, "Mike, it's Lucy. What's up with the power on the south side of town?" And he was like, "We had an incident this morning." And so it was actually an entire
Mm.
electric cubicle behind Ace that was on fire. And so I was like, "Oh my gosh, I thought it was a dumpster," and I was joking about it. No, it
Did,
wasn't.
did they say how the fire started?
No,
I
he
heard the
did.
rumor about a snake.
Oh,
Did you?
I, I didn't hear that.
Okay.
But I'll have to find out what really started that and I'll get back to you or what happened.
Okay. I
Um, Wild.
it was. I never seen a like a cubicle like that just
No,
erupt into flames that wasn't like during a lightning storm or something.
no.
That was bonkers. Also, I loved all of the reactions to people when we put that post out about that. About save the ice cream because it's right next to Brahms.
Yeah.
Like, make sure that we don't lose the ice cream.
So the fire marshal got a call and he was already engaged with something else. And so by the time he got away from what he was doing to like get over there, because the fire marshal doesn't have to be there immediately.
Right, right.
So by the time he got over there, they had taken care of it and like OG&E was there and things like that. And so the fire department was actually, they decided to just eat breakfast at Brahms. And so he was so confused why he got called to the fire department eating breakfast.
Oh,
And then they're like, "No, no, no, we already dealt with the issue."
well, that's a nice call to get, though. I mean, how often do you get a call to come have breakfast at Brahms?
Right, that's what he was like. "What?"
What are we doing?
Yeah.
That's awesome. So far this morning, I have not had any news like that locally. But so I did want to kind of circle back around and ask about a couple of things. So earlier this week, I think, or late last week, I think it was earlier this week, we reshared the post that the city had put out about the parking survey. And so I wanted to take a couple minutes. First of all, uh, the first sentence in that post was now that we're nearing the end of the construction, which if you guys watch the countdown there, and if you take a look like right where we're at right now, it may not look like it's actually that close, but Lucy, you're actually saying that it's closer than it probably looks, right?
Yeah, so there's a lot of people like, "What? We're not near the end," or, kind of made jokes on there. I kind of read through some of the comments and things, and it honestly looked like some people were kind of frustrated that you were calling it like near the end.
Hmm.
But it is near the end. I mean, if you think, August starts on Friday, and this project is to be wrapped up before the end of October. And so that's just a couple of months. And so, um, I don't know what the worlds you all live in, or what you guys do on your day-to-day basis, but from our point of view in municipality where we do construction projects every single day, this is near the end, and so we are coming to the end and getting ready to close this project down, and so um, I didn't take it as the false advertisement that some kind of got from that sentence.
Oh, yeah, I think it's just, yeah, looks can be deceiving on it. I
Yeah.
mean, they're looking down Main Street and they're seeing excavators and gravel and everything, and they're like, well, it doesn't look like it's the end at all.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, someone who's had a front row seat to this thing for the entire time, we can definitely tell at the very least there's been a lot of progress,
Mm-hmm.
even if it doesn't look like we're close to the end. But again, end of October is that deadline,
Yep.
and we'll be there before we know it. And I, for one, am very excited. Uh, I will say this. I usually tend to kind of roll my eyes at the people who complain about having to walk, down the Christmas chute and things like that. But I'm tired of walking. Just to get to the coffee shop, I have to walk like 2 blocks out of the way, basically. And it's not so bad except for the fact that it's 100 degrees outside right now. And so it
Yeah.
won't be that bad when it cools off. But anyway, it's definitely worth it.
Well, by the time it cools off, you won't have a fence to walk around.
Right. By the time it's actually a pleasant walk, it
Right.
will be less of it. So, okay. So there's that construction. It's moving right along, guys. We are getting close to the end of that, despite what it may look like. The other thing is this parking survey. I think, judging by some of the comments on there, that this parking survey, people are thinking that this survey is the city trying to determine whether or not to put parking spots on Dewey Street. And I'm trying to tell people that that's not happening. That's a foregone thing. That's not what this is about.
Right.
Why don't you tell people what it is about?
Yeah, so we did put the survey out and we have received some feedback about, maybe it was put out too early, or we have received a lot of, this survey was put out too late. Now that it's under construction, you guys want our opinion. And that is true. It is under construction now, and we do want your opinion. And so one of the things that we want to be very clear about is that it doesn't matter what you say in that survey. Dewey parking is not happening.
Right.
And so the final plans are done. The construction crews know what they are doing. And it nicely, I love our town and I love our community, but Dewey Street parking is not happening. And so whenever we started the downtown master plan and the construction ideas of the road and laying out and mapping out, I almost called it a floor plan, but laying out the plans for Dewey, there was a lot of talk about parking and what would happen. And I know it was before my time. And so there were questions about, do we want parking or do we not? And there was plans that kind of showed parking. And then now there was plans that took it away. And we did finalize on taking it away. And so that is happening. However, when we did that, we did a parking consult. We brought him in and he assessed the area. And there's all kinds of things that go into that, the accessibility and usability of buildings in downtown and the amount of traffic that is coming through downtown, the amount of growth that the community has seen over the last few years. And then they do predictions of what the growth will look like. And so with all of that being said, we added 2 new parking lots, revamped those. I don't even know, I know the parking lot on Water was not there at all, but I'm not sure about the parking lot over on Hobson. Was there some kind of parking right there?
Before when?
This one on Hobson, the city parking lot,
When though?
before we redid it, before the alleys.
There was a parking lot there, yeah.
Okay.
It just was not being as widely utilized, I don't think.
Okay. So I didn't want to say we just built it if we didn't. But so that parking was revitalized and put to good use. And then we had growth, a lot more growth than we anticipated. And so we have put this survey out to get feedback from the community about where do you live and where do you park and how often are you downtown, because our parking consultant is asking, because it's changed since the last time that we did all of this. We put the bond out in 2020, and so the preparing for that starts a couple years in advance. So we're 8 years ago essentially is what this could have
Yep.
potentially looked like, and their predictions came from. And so we are not tearing down buildings. We've received a lot of that. But, there are some grassy lots in the area that can be utilized for parking if it's needed. Um, I'm down here all the time consistently. And, for me, I don't ever have issues finding parking. And that's not me just like being positive because I'm from the city.
Hmm.
But I don't. And so that's why we put it out there to find out those that are visiting for different reasons, different times of day, in the evenings, and what you're here for so that we can see like where the parking is lacking. We are not making that assessment. We have brought on another parking consultant to look at the growth we've had and to make new and different predictions for the future, and try to utilize blank space within downtown for more parking.
Okay. Well, thanks for that explanation. I will add to it this. I think if you're experiencing some pain with the parking and stuff right now, I think that a large part of the congestion that might be happening is because of Dewey's construction. I mean, it's impossible to cross Dewey right now, which means that you're either parking on one side of the street and having to walk, or you're like having to drive all the way around and stuff. And so I think people are parking in spaces they wouldn't normally park, because out of necessity, I guess. And there are some, parking spots like Park Street doesn't go all the way to Dewey right now. We're missing a good, I don't know, 6 or 8 spaces, and same thing for water, and that's on either side of the street. So yeah, so hang in there. It'll be better, and the city is watching. So go fill out that survey if you haven't already done it. It is anonymous. I did see some folks that were, I think, worried that the city was somehow going to track you down and punish you because you gave them your honest opinion, which sounds kind of silly to me. But I don't even know how you do that. You're going to send, uh, I don't know, Joan Riley going to come after somebody and bust a kneecap or something because they were
I
honest
don't
about how
know.
they felt about the parking. So, okay. Anyway, so yeah, go fill out that survey. It's still on the Facebook page if you guys haven't done it already. Highly encourage you to do it. Also, it's about more stuff than just are you going to miss having parking on Dewey. It's about how often you're here, how long you're here. So you're going to get different answers if you're someone who just visits once a week versus if you're somebody like me who works down here.
Right.
And so anyway, the city wants to hear from everybody, all of those people.
Mhm.
Okay, thank you for that,
You're
Lucy. I
welcome.
appreciate it. All right, let's talk about what's happening this weekend, guys. We've got a lot of stuff. We're officially into end of summer mode now. I mean, it's the end of summer. Lucy is jumping the gun a little bit and saying that it's August already. It is not August. We have 2 days, counting today, left of July, and I'm hanging on to them with a passion. But it is time to talk about what's happening this weekend. As a reminder, for those of you guys who are not yet subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to the email, sapulpatime.com/subscribe. There's a free email that we send out every Thursday. It's the Timeloop Events email, and that basically covers everything we're going to talk about today and more. And then for those of you who want to support Sapulpa Times, you can become Sapulpa Times Plus subscribers or Timeloop Plus subscribers for $6.99 a month. So get subscribed for that email if you're not already. Okay, first I'm going to start with what's happening today. I'm super excited about this, the OSU Insect Adventure, and I really hope that my excitement is warranted. I know that some of us are a little nervous about these guys coming. They were supposed to be here earlier this summer and didn't show, and apparently they're very sorry, and they're going to give us a even better show than what we were originally going to get. But I'm excited. I'm pumped.
You look
I
excited.
and I am. It happens today at 2 o'clock, 2 to 3 p.m. over at the library, and I mean, I just want to hold a scorpion. That's what it comes down to. That
Yeah.
and I want to more than that. They have the state's only insect petting zoo.
Okay.
I don't know. What kind of thing would you like to pet?
None.
See, you don't want to pet any bugs?
No.
None at all? You don't
Mm-mm.
even like holding any of them? I
No.
mean, a scorpion I can understand, but
No.
not a spider.
No. Absolutely not. Absolutely
What about a
not.
cool one like a walking stick or something?
No. Mm-mm.
Big beetle?
No.
All right.
Mm-mm.
Well, I know you're not going to be at this thing, so
No. When it comes to bugs, I'm out.
yeah. I'm sorry. Sorry to hear that. I mean,
I'm not.
Well, if you are into bugs, or even if you're not into bugs, but you want to experience something like this and do something, mostly it's something fun to do with your kids right before we get back into school. So really thrilled that they're here. That will be happening today, 2 o'clock to 3 p.m. over at the library. I know they're going to have a big crowd there because they did last time.
Hmm.
And so I'm super excited. I can't wait. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So you guys be sure to come and check that out later today. And that is not all. In fact, the library is doing a bunch of stuff.
The library is awesome. So
Yeah,
if you missed their summer program, they do a reading program, and then on top of that, they do all kinds of activities all summer long. And if you missed it, you really missed
yeah,
it.
you
I
missed
mean,
it.
so be looking for that as they do activities all year long. But for next summer, like keep that in mind.
Sure. And just if you missed the summer reading program, that doesn't mean that you can't still come to some of the stuff that's still happening. For example, the big one that's happening tomorrow is the water play day. So this is footage from last year's.
Okay.
And this is always a lot of fun, guys. And it's exactly what it looks like. You put the kids outside, bring them in their bathing suit. A lot of times they have popsicles to give them and
Mhm.
stuff. And you just turn the hose off.
This this event is very near and dear to my heart
Is it?
because this was the very first event that I covered
Oh, yeah,
when I
for the
started
city.
working for the city.
Yeah,
So it's a lot of fun. The kids really enjoy it. Um, and I love it.
it's a lot of fun.
It is.
There's not much stuff that brings as much joy to a group of children collectively. It's like Santa Claus and Water Play Day
Yeah.
at the library.
Yep.
And so that'll be happening on Thursday. And what time was that? Did I have that on
It's
there?
usually around like 11.
Okay, I think it was. Yeah, I think that's right. Oh no, this is at 2. Thursday at
2.
2 p.m.
Okay.
So anyway, that'll be happening. Water Play Day. Be sure to come out and hang out with us for that. And again, I mean, it's kind of like the kickoff for the end of summer thing. Although they're actually having an actual end of summer um, thing at the library anyway, like an actual party with
Okay.
awards and special guests and stuff too. So anyway, check in with the Sapulpa Library. They're doing a bunch of stuff for the end of the summer, and they're not the only ones. Who else is doing it end of summer? We've got the Sapulpa Aquatic Center.
Yeah, so our parks department is also joining in on all the end of the summer fun with live music and food trucks and face painting, yard games, $1 entry to the pool. It's going to be awesome. I know Susan has put a ton of energy and effort into this end of the summer bash, but we are going to close out the summer at the Aquatic Center this Saturday. The event will be going on pretty much all day long, but the real activities like the live music and the dollar entry to the pool start about 5 p.m. And that will go on until 8. So come out and join us as we close out the summer.
Yeah. Great time to come to the pool if you haven't already been there. We've also got some live music events that are happening this weekend over at the James Calley Brewing Company. There is a three,
Act.
yeah, 3 different artists. I wasn't sure what to say there. I was going to say three-peat. That's not right. Um, they're not together. It's 3 different
Mhm.
artists. So we've got D Hill, Lane Schrader, and Ethan Cantrell showing up at James Calley Brewing Company. This is on August the 2nd. That is on Saturday. It'll be from 7:30 to 9:30 p.m. Be sure to go and check them out. And I was just telling Lucy, not this time, but pretty recently, it's neat that Sapulpa is really finally kind of catching on as being a live music
Mhm.
place. I mean, that didn't used to be the case, and it was something that people wanted for a long time.
Yeah. So now we've got live music and
Yeah,
beer and food and fun. Like
yeah,
it's a
making good
it's a
memories.
great
So,
time to be part of Spolpa.
yes, it is. Okay, and then the last big thing that we're talking about, and probably the biggest out of all of these, is going to be the 4th annual community-wide Back to School Bash that's happening at a different location this year. Last time it was at the parking lot behind the football stadium. All the construction there has basically made that impossible. So where's it going to be this time, Luce?
I don't
Oh,
know.
you don't know? Oh, okay. I thought you know. So it's at the corner of Elm and Lee.
Okay.
So that parking lot right there, where Elm and Lee is. I don't know if that's First Baptist or.
I say that's like the First Christian, First
Yep,
Baptist area.
yep. And so all these vendors that you see here are going to be out there. We're talking like this is the best free resource for anybody who is enrolled in Sapulpa area schools, Eastern Creek County. I mean, from Kellyville, Lone Star. If you guys want to come check this out. This will be happening on what day? I think it's for several hours. It is 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. And it will be at the corner of Lee and Elm Street, just like we said. And here's the other thing, guys. We're talking tons of stuff:
Hmm.
notebook paper, pencils, markers. I know they've done backpacks before. I think they might be doing that again this year. Tons and tons and tons of stuff. So if there's anything that you or your students are lacking, or you just want to make sure that your kid has plenty of, come down to this thing. It's going to be a lot of fun, and they're giving it away for free. Really glad that look at all these people that get involved in this thing, man. It's amazing. Like every church, every nonprofit, all the banks,
Hmm.
AT&T.
Yeah,
That's all.
it's not even if you're like lacking something. Like if you bring your list or you look at your list, like every single thing on that list, I'm not going to say for sure. Almost every single thing on that list can be found from a vendor at this event.
Yeah, I agree. And I mean, some of these lists are getting out of control, though.
That's what I said. I mean,
They're like
I don't know about you, but I do not remember having to have 5 boxes of a 24 count crayons to go to first grade.
5 boxes of 24 count crayons. No, I remember I had to bring crayons for my kid,
Yes,
right?
that's what I thought.
Why the
Okay, well,
why?
you got to buy for your kid, and I'm buying 5 boxes.
Yeah, for your kid and like 4 other kids, apparently. Multiply that by every other parent there. I want to know why this year, for the first time, they're actually saying that the 4 new tires are required for every high school
Yeah,
student. It's on the school supply list. 4 brand new tires must be able to fit on the buses. So they're expensive, but it's inflation. No, that's not true. You don't have to buy tires this time yet. We're probably on our way there.
right. I don't know. It's a lot, but that's okay. I mean, if there's a student that needs it and I'm able to
Sure.
provide it, then great. But
Yeah, and that's why this type of event
yeah,
exists, right? I mean, yeah. So, but I think the first thing that I noticed that started kind of where I was like cocking my eyebrow at was kind of, um, well, I don't know, because it's normal now. It's like first it was school supplies, pencil, paper, notebook, 3 ring binders, and then they start adding, okay, boxes of Kleenexes. I get that when you're in like kindergarten or whatever, because every kid has a snotty nose. But then it's like goldfish. You have to add goldfish crackers to everything, and and then what's worse is like that goes away. I love goldfish crackers, and now I don't get them as often because they're not on the school supply list. So
okay.
went off on a tangent there, but
Yeah, that's okay.
yeah.
Anyways, if you need school supplies, you haven't purchased them yet, or you know somebody that's in need, make sure to tell them about Saturday. They can come out and get all of the school supplies and all the things that they need at Lee and Elm from 9 to noon.
Adding to checking out the comments here, Elaine Roger chimed in and said, "I'm with Lucy on the bugs." So, I mean, I understand that a lot of you guys are not like they're not a single kind of bug that you would pick up
No,
at all.
no,
None.
0.
So, like, if they're in your house, do you put them outside or do you kill them?
Kill them for
Okay,
sure. I've got about 4 fly swatters.
you do.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, now are you like my aunt? Because my aunt will, she doesn't want to be chasing a fly around the house, so she'll close every door, every blind, darken this house up as much as possible, and then turn on the TV and wait for the fly swatter and wait for the fly to be attracted to the light.
No, I'm not bad. I'll just maybe set like some peanut butter on the counter.
Okay. So you have a snack while you're waiting on the flies?
Yeah, and they'll come to it.
Yeah. What about like butterflies and stuff? Those are
They're beautiful, but I'm not touching them.
at all. Okay.
No.
Do you call Adam to come and get the bugs out of your house?
Yes,
You have?
for
Okay.
sure.
My wife had done that before before we got married and stuff. She would call the neighbor down the street to
Yeah.
kill a spider.
Yeah, no. Hudson is getting to the point where he'll kill them for me.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's great. I mean, that's the number one reason I have kids right there.
Yeah, I mean,
Good
it's pretty awesome. If you need something to do today while we are sitting here talking, I just remembered you can go to Whimsical Willow at 10 o'clock today. They're having a 50% off on every single thing in the store. They're cleaning that out so that they can restock for the fall. And then you can go right next door and celebrate the grand opening ribbon cutting of the Route 66 Family Table Market. We had promoted this a couple weeks ago, and they had some vendors that couldn't make it due to the time. But today they will be there. So samples and snacks and all the things will be there today at noon.
Yep. So I guess we better get started heading that way, right?
Right.
Okay. We're going to end the show here, guys. Thanks for tuning in to the Time Loop Live. We'll see you again on Friday where we talk about all things happening in the town that we love. Have a great Wednesday, everybody. We'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye-bye.